In the Stone Podcast.
What's up, everyone? Hi! Sobrang long time, kamusta po kayo? Welcome to the In the Stone podcast, where our stories are written in the stone. Palakpakan naman tayo sa bago nating set, guys, sa studio. What's up, Ortigas? Hey guys, my name is Bailey. So thanks for tuning in. This is the In the Stone podcast at 'di ba bago na yung tagline natin, panis, where our stories are written in the stone. Okay, so as you can see, it's a new setup and we took some time to do this. Shout out to Team Crossroads. Let's go. There's a new we have such a new we have so much in store for this one, guys. We're rebranding as kagaya nito, wala po tayong guests for this one. So to those na may inaabang guest, ako po yung guest nyo tonight for this episode, for this one. And basically, we're just gonna talk about life, right? And I haven't really been, how do I put this? Hindi ko siya, I haven't really shared as much kasi dun sa ating mga past episodes. So for this one, I'd love for you guys to converse with me, join in. This is a conversation. I'm just gonna imagine na kausap ko lang yung friend ko, which is kayo. Let this be a friendly, safe space. Itong little community that we're trying to build, right? So I'm a very inquisitive person, someone who works in this craft, hosting and courtside report. Maybe we could start there. To those who don't know me, I am Bailey's and I work in front of the camera 99% of the time. I host TV events and also as a courtside reporter for sports. So my first stint was back in 2019 as a UAP courtside reporter. I served for NU at the time. And for most of my life, actually all my life as a kid growing up, ang pangarap ko talaga is maging pilot. So, here's the thing with that. Parang yung grade school pa lang ako, hinahanap ko na kung anong gusto kong gawin sa buhay. It was most definitely basketball growing up kasi tumanda rin tayong varsity player for LaSalle Green Hills. And for the longest time, I was at least grade 2 varsity na kagad tayo at the age of 7 till all the way to high school. And, we've joined all types of leagues. We've gone through different places. And then high school came. I was thinking, what else could I do besides, playing basketball? For the longest time, I've been wanting to be a pilot talaga. And I could remember my room being filled with a lot of airplanes, some stuffed toys that would resonate with being an airline pilot. And my mom, her contact info of me would be my name, Bailey's, and an emoji of a pilot. So until my yearbook in high school, when I graduated back in 2016, naka-indicate din dun sa Ranger tawag sa GH nun eh. Na one day I'll become a pilot. And I wanted to become a pilot because my parents loves to travel, my family loves to travel, and I'd love to explore the world and stuff like that. Come college, then I auditioned to be a courtside reporter. And honestly, unang hawak ko pa lang sa mic, pagsalang ko sa camera, wala namang specific moment, but just the idea of being in front of a camera and talking about the things that you love and just being very true to yourself and being very natural. I'm a very passionate person when it comes to sports. So I think that was my awakening. That was when I knew that this is what I really wanted to do. And there was no turning back from there. Everything that I did in my life, I steered toward pursuing that goal. And that is to become a host. And to host shows. And to cover more games and sports. And ultimately, I let go of that dream of becoming a pilot. And to think, guys, yung high school pa lang ako, when I was taking entrance exams, there was a debate between my parents if I was supposed to go to DLSU or to UST, because I went to UST for college. And they were debating because um, we didn't know which was the better path to take, because in DLSU there was a better program for me to take, and then in UST sila naman nag-offer ng scholarship for track and field. Hey, I was also a student athlete growing up. I was also a student athlete in college. I played for I Yeah, I was a UST track star, and as a sprinter, a pole vaulter. My senior was si EJ Obiena pa at the time. So, naabutan ko pa siya, the great si EJ Obiena. Um, Kaya ko siya kinakwento cause my dad, we talked about it. Sabi niya, you should take the UST offering of an athletic scholarship, full ride yun, cause that would give him, my dad, my parents, more leeway para gumastos sa tuition sa flying school. So, even my whole college life, or at least prior to me becoming a courtside reporter, nag-revolve around talaga yung decision ko na magiging airplane pilot ako one day. Hanggat sa, we kind of outgrow our dreams, which is yun nga this is what I'm trying to say, that sometimes what we really plan, growing up, for the young guns out there, man, na hindi pa alam yung gusto nilang gawin, or meron na silang balak na gawin, pero there would be times and opportunities in our life na may mga dadating. Tapos, when we grab them, we just discover new things about ourselves, and that's fine, Just because what we initially planned for hindi natupad, hindi ibig sabihin we've failed, quote unquote, right, in life. That's why every misdirection is a redirection, and I believe in that saying because I was redirected to something I feel like is much more purposeful in my life, and that is to be here in front of you guys, holding a mic and being in front of a camera. So, kung ano man yung pangarap nyong yan, whatever it is that you want to pursue, I think it just has to be clear in your heart and in your mind with what it is that you truly want to do. And naging klaro sa akin from the very beginning na nagsimula ako humarap sa tao in front of, the camera, that this is what I want to do. And when I graduated, I did not even consider going corporate. Shout out to the corporate people. It's not for me. It's not my cup of tea, 'di ba? Kanya-kanya tayo. And shout out din sa mga freelance kagaya ko, sa mga tumaya sa mga sarili nila na nagtsatsaga sa hinahanap nilang gustong gawin na magnegosyo or to go do things outside of the norm. And kanya-kanya talaga eh. So I think what it is that we should really be doing is to just find what is true to ourselves. Since we're in the topic of career, 'di ba? Ako yung batch na graduate during the pandemic. So I graduated in college in 2021, and I graduated on TV. I was at home, and then andun lang sa display, sa TV display yung yung graduation ceremony namin. Naabutan tayo ng pandemic. So at the time also, marami ring mga opportunities na natigil, marami ring projects na postpone. So at the time, that was at least 6 months, or just half a year into my courtside reporter journey for the UAAP. Tapos biglang huge stop talaga, hard pause because of the pandemic, and then I graduated, and I had a difficult time finding what it is that I wanted to do. And then buti na lang na-bless tayo ng NCAA with an opportunity to courtside for them as well. And I was a courtside reporter for them for a year and a half, almost 2 years. And in that duration, dun ako nagkakaroon ng mga internal battles as most of us do, right? Yung pressures ng buhay, hindi kasi nawawala yan. And pag courtside reporter ka kasi, seasonal lang din ang trabaho, right? At the time, I was struggling with finding hosting gigs. I started coaching also. Um, I started coaching kids via Philippine Youth Dreamers. It's a program for the youth, sports program siya, mostly basketball. And we would teach here and there in Manila, outside of Manila, even international. We would join leagues and we would put up teams and then compete internationally, etc. So pinagsabay ko siya at the time sa pagiging courtside reporter, and I was really getting into it at I progressed already to becoming a team manager sa MPBL for a time. I believe that was in 2022 or 2023, and for a whole season for Team QC, Quezon City. So, my point is parang I've explored coaching, I've explored being a team manager in sports, and I was on the edge in terms of being a courtside reporter for the NCAA at the time because I feel like tumatanda na ako. Kasi kaka-graduate ko lang nun and I felt like the clock was ticking for me, right? And so what I did was I still stayed true to the course. Doon ko rin naisip na parang hindi lahat ng opportunities will just come to you, right? Sometimes you have to create opportunities, and that's when I kind of put my foot on the gas sa content naman, so that in that way there would be much more ways to engage with people, with a certain audience, right? And the lesson there for me, I believe, is that kailangan talaga we explore all of our options in life na kung ano man yung dumating sa atin na opportunity, we need to grab them, and we have to be fueled with the right passion for it as well. As much as I do love sports, I felt like I still had this calling. I felt like I still had something else to show for in hosting and being a part of the entertainment industry, being an artist and being a talent. And that's why until now I'm still pursuing it, and nandito pa rin tayo, still trying to pursue that dream. What advice would I give to someone who feels like they've lost their sense of direction? Okay, step 1 is to chill, bro. Like, chill out, okay? Life is not a race, it's a marathon. That's something I learned the hard way as well. Kasi, di ba, tayong mga Gen Zs, tayong mga young millennials out there, gusto natin kasi na we're productive with our time, right? What we work for, makita na natin yung pinagtatrabuhan natin. But at the same time, I think the key here is to just be finding what it is that fulfills your heart. Because I feel like at the end of the day, ano ba yung nagpapasaya sa atin? Right? What is it that we look forward to in our work, in the things that we do? Some people don't like their work. That's the reality of things. And some people also work and they love what they do. And that's a blessing. So to those na ginagawa yung gusto nilang gawin, napakalaking grasya yun sa buhay natin. And to those who are still finding their groove, right? Their footing and their direction. The best way to pursue that dream or to pursue your calling, yung hinahanap natin sa buhay, is to put all your efforts and to put all your energy into that thing. And that's what the late great Kobe Bryant said. Nakita ko siya. Sinabi niya na parang people keep saying that you shouldn't do that, and you should, you know, not put your eggs in one basket. Para sa kanya, you should, and you just create more eggs, right? So I think the lesson there is to make opportunities yourself, find other ways to stay committed to that path, to stay determined, and to just be full of grit. I think that's the purest form of chasing your dream and chasing that lifelong passion. So don't ever think that you're alone when you feel like you're lost or you're isolated, and you have still to find your route. Para sa akin, as long as you're exploring your possibilities, all the possibilities that's in front of you, and you're maximizing your potential, 'di ba? Every day you still work for yourself, for improving yourself. I think that's already steps towards where it is that you want to go. So, life is not a race, it's a marathon. Baby steps nga ika ni Olivia Dean. So, at the end of the day, it's still all up to us with what we want to do in this life, right? After 100 years' time, no one's gonna care who we are. And I think when we're trying to be successful, winning is important, right? But when you lose track of yourself, or when you pivot towards a different direction, hindi ibig sabihin nun that you're a failure. What's important is that we're finding purpose in this life, and that we're choosing something that gives us a certain fulfillment, and that meron tayong ano sa sarili natin na masaya tayo. Yun yung pinaka-importante doon. Kailangan masaya tayo sa buhay na to. And success is not, measured with how much money you make, or how much influence you have. It's really something that's only you can gauge. And to me, winning and being successful is when I give joy to others. Now, when I do something, it's just much more bigger than me. And that's the purpose that I found. So I hope each of you guys find yours. That's pretty much it for this episode, guys. If you have any more thoughts, suggestions, comments, questions, just comment down below. Follow us as well. And yeah, for the In the Stone team, for the Crossroads team, my name is Baileys. See you in the next one. GG's.
This is Crossroads Media.